Hey V, line them up.
Welcome back everybody to a brand new video, and for this video I'm going to try and be a little more enthusiastic already. I can't even speak. In the first two videos I noticed that I talk really slow and have no energy, and that's because honestly last week when I dropped my first two videos I just had no energy. I was busy, like really busy, had to skip Thursday for uploading, had to figure out what I even wanted to do with this channel, had to come up with ideas for this week's videos, and yeah, it was just a big old mess. But we're gonna start this week off strong, and I'm just not even gonna worry about any sort of anything, right? I'm just gonna wing it, and I'm also gonna have much higher energy than I have had, because yeah, I'm not really messing with the old boring me, right? We're gonna start off strong, start off high energy. I know I sound kind of goofy, but hopefully you could definitely tell that I am a lot more hype this time around. I am filming this kind of late, so it'll probably drop kind of late, and I know I said something along the lines of TN comparison with Nuova Shenron, and trust me, I am still going to do that. But for this particular day, I guess, I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to push that video off until at least Wednesday, right? Tomorrow I'm going to have a discussion video where I do sort of like a speed takes thing. I'll talk more about that when I do that video. Today, however, I'm going to do something a little bit different. This is a video that I actually haven't seen many people cover on YouTube at all. Now, obviously, it does involve Dokkan, and there are quite a few Dokkan tubers. However, nobody's talked about this yet, and I'm actually genuinely, confused as to why no one's talked about this yet, especially since people will bring this up in videos but not actually make a video talking about the best way to do this. And this is link levels, and this actually is a big reason why I haven't been able to do the video that I've wanted to do, which is Nuova Shenron compared to TN. Now, right here, I have this little Resurrected Warriors team. This team is garbage. Do not run this team. This is not a team showcase video or anything like that. This is a team that I'm actually using to level up link levels. Now, as you can see, Nuova Shenron has come a decent way since Friday when I dropped the video showcasing him at full level 1 links. I mean, one of his links I even have at level 7. So obviously things have changed, right? Also, another unit on this team that I'm getting the links leveled up for, we're close for Golden Frieza here. We've got 4 level 8s, a level 7, and then 2 level 5s. So nothing below level 5. We're getting real close with him. So full level 10. And then, yeah, I've got like the best TUR in the whole game right here. Freaking Ultimate Gohan, who almost has full level 10. Although, just found out. Yeah. So I do have a good bit more work to do with him as well. This guy is literally almost there. This guy I just started getting the links leveled up for, and already he's looking good. Same thing with this Piccolo here. I don't actually think I'm going to even do anything with this Piccolo. I just figured since he's going to be required for Prime Battle Frieza's EZA whenever that comes out, then I just figured that would be best, right? So with that being said, that's pretty much it, right? Oh, right, the point of the video. I'm an idiot. Okay, so nobody's really talked about this on YouTube, but I'm about to talk about it, and then I'm gonna make this video about it. I just clapped, that's why that sound was in the... Forget it, right? And this is the best ways to level up links, right? To link level up. The most efficient ways to utilize your energy. I know a lot of people do this now, because if you don't do it and you leave your units at link level 1, they're going to be slouches. they're not going to have enough ki, they're not going to have enough defense, they're not going to have enough attack, they're just going to look dumpy, they're going to look fodder, and you obviously don't want that. So, with that being the case, you gotta level up their links, right? And trust me when I say that once I actually started getting serious about leveling up my links for my different units, especially some of my better units, because if we hop into here, I actually have a thing for all of my units that I have at full level 10 links, including who I think are the best units in the game, the Blue Fusion LRs. And trust and believe that not only these guys, but some of these other units that you see before you right now, they just got stupid good after I leveled up their links. And that is literally just how it is, right? You level up their links, their defense gets better, their offense gets better, they get more ki. All of a sudden, they're always super attacking, and not only are they always super attacking, but they're just doing nonsense damage. Man, I'm such an idiot. Such a clown. But ignoring that, literally, that's what the point of this video is going to be today. It's going to be a shorter one, and I'm not going to talk as much. I do hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you do enjoy this video, please drop a like. It lets me know that what I'm doing is appealing to you guys, right? The few people that do watch me, I do appreciate y'all. Please also subscribe. I know people get tired of hearing YouTubers say that all the time, but it does let us know that people actually care. And without further ado, I'm basically just going to go over the different events that you can do that would possibly be best for this. The best way to approach each event, how to build your teams accordingly, and yeah, so let's get into the first event, shall we? Let's go. Okay, so we are sort of at the first event that you actually can link level up a bunch of links. This is the main event, or not really event, but quest, as you can see, that I actually use to level up link levels for my teams. And you can get a ton of link levels per clear. And I'm actually going to be able to explain multiple things with this. So basically, what you do is you go into quests, you go here to area 23. None of these other areas, don't go any higher, don't go any lower. Area 23, stage 8, act 23, right? This is the best stage in the entire game, in my personal opinion, for leveling up links. We're just gonna find a really quick, here, we'll just use Broly, right? It doesn't really matter. This stage, the units that you are going to be fighting against, the enemies or whatever, are really fodder. But as you can see, as soon as you hop in, you have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, obviously more than that. So you have 10 plus potential enemies that you can farm link levels up off of, right? I got really quiet there, but you have 10 plus enemies that you can farm link levels off of. And if you know anything, I'm not going to be able to hit this one or that one. This is the biggest problem with this, right? Is that none of these actually have a stop thingy on them. So if you get unlucky with the rolls, you will skip some of them. But because this stage is such a high act or ACT or however you'd call it, you do get link levels off of these. Now, obviously, with all link levels, once you get to a certain point in your link leveling for certain units, you just stop leveling up links, and it gets frustrating, but it also makes the link levels that you do end up leveling up even more satisfying, right? And I don't know if this is 100% proven, but this is something that I've noticed in leveling up link levels, is that the more links you have actually like linked up, so when you have certain units linked up, the units that they actually have linked, and look at that, boom, one of Frieza's and one of Nova Shenron's. Okay, this is actually very good. We're actually able to show a good grasp of, you get link levels, a lot of them too, because you get a lot of these stages. Even if you accidentally skip over a couple, you're getting tons of link levels here. And yeah, like I said, this team is fodder. The only reason why I even put this team together is because this team has a leadership, this team has some synergy, and not only that, but you're actually able to, you know, all of these units on this team, including the leadership, which is just transforming Golden Frieza, I actually need to level up links for. Excuse me. So, basically, the first sort of tip or whatever that I can offer is fill the team up with the units that you want to level the links up for. I feel like that's an obvious thing, but some people really just fill a team up, and then even if the units are just full of like people that have full level 10 links already, they're just like, whatever, there's still a unit on here that I need to get the links leveled up for, so I'm just going to keep the team the way it is. Don't do that, right? Fill your entire team up with units that need to get their links leveled up, so that way you can level up as many links for as many characters as possible. This conserves act or energy, stamina, whatever, right? This conserves that, you know, on a huge scale, and it allows you to basically just farm up link levels in the most efficient way possible. I'm skipping a lot of these just because I'm trying to get through the stage relatively quick. I don't really care about getting all of these, at least not right now at this moment, because I'm mostly just explaining. But yeah, you know, you can farm up so many link levels this way in the most efficient way possible, right? And it's really good to just fill up an entire team with characters you need to level up the links for, and make sure that they also have some synergy as far as links go, so that way those specific links are going to get farmed up and actually leveled up. This is what I've noticed, is the links that you actually have linked up during the battle, those are the ones that actually get leveled up the most as you're doing this. Now obviously you can't level up links for any sort of friend units or anything, so this Broly is completely useless to us other than just having that other sort of leadership, right? So now that I've explained all of that and I've showed you this event, which I do believe, in my personal opinion, is the best event to level up link levels on in the entire game, why don't we move on to a couple of other honorable mentions for events if you haven't completed all of the quests for some reason, or you don't want to constantly farm up the quests and you want to do maybe like some actual events. Let's go to those events and I'll show those off as some honorable mentions, and then we can sort of close this video out. Alright, this is the second event that I could possibly recommend, and it's the Raditz event. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. The Raditz event? What? But no, it's true. The Raditz event, this free-to-play Raditz event, is actually another good option, and that's because one of these stages actually has a bunch of enemies that you can fight on it and level up link levels. Now, I will say ahead of time, before I even tell you which stage it is and before I even hop in and show you what I'm talking about, I will warn you. These are very low stamina cost, low act, whatever you want to say, stages. Therefore, you won't be leveling as many as the first event / quest or whatever that I already recommended. The first one I said, that quest stage, is the best one, okay? These other ones, you can just entirely ignore if you want to. I'm just offering up other suggestions. So now we can actually get into, you know, the actual stage that I'm talking about here. Alright, so as you can see, it's stage 3. Now, if you want to get the most out of, like, I guess the chance to sort of farm up link levels as much as possible, then you want to do Super 15 or Z Hard, which is 15, right? Once again, it does not matter what your leadership is, just make sure it matches the Golden Frieza's leadership, right? So that way, you know, you actually are able to have some synergy, and this is what I'm talking about, right? This long line of Cybermen. Now, similar to the first stage I talked about, it is very easy to where if you get unlucky with the sort of rolls at the bottom, the number rolls, you will skip over some of these, but that's perfectly fine, right? You don't need to do all of them. And then, once again, just like the other stages I talked about as well, there is the sort of final boss right there that you also will have. So I'm going to hop out of this event. You know, I was just showing it off here. And I'm going to hop into the last event that I want to talk about. Okay, so I guess poor planning on my part. I didn't even realize that this stage was locked, or that this event was locked before actually going to record this video, but it's the Omega Shenron event. Usually this event is open, right? You don't usually have to worry about it being closed off. I guess the same thing should be said for the Raditz event too. They're both free-to-play events, just like the quest stage. The quest stage is still the best stage, and the quests are always open, so you don't have to worry about that. I just recommend that you do the quest stage anyways. But this is the third and final stage that I'd recommend. I've heard people say that just about any of the normal Dokkan events you should do because they have high stamina costs, and those will probably garner the best results. I don't actually recommend you do that because they have similar stamina costs to the quest stage I recommended at the beginning, but that stage has more enemies in it than possibly both the Raditz event and this event. And this event actually doesn't have that many opponents in it. I mean, it does, but it doesn't, right? Depending on which path you take, you'll be able to fight, I think, 1 or 2 opponents, and then the final boss himself, which is just going to be Omega Shenron at the very end. So at most, you have 3 battles. I'm not going to show that or spend keys on that, but that's literally the gist of it. It's the second stage here. You literally choose a path. You come face to face with at least 1 enemy, 1 or 2 maybe, and then you have to fight Omega Shenron at the end. So at most, you know, you're probably getting only like 2 fights here with the Raditz event because there's no way you're going to get lucky and roll nothing but non-stop 1s. You're going to get however many out of there. So, like I said at the very beginning, I recommend you do the quest stage, and that stage will probably just be the best stage to farm link levels in the entire game. And if you use my tips that I mentioned at the very beginning, then you should be able to level links as fast and as efficiently as possible. But once again, you know, like I also mentioned, once you get to a certain point to where they have like level 6, level 8 links, even level 9 links, you're going to be going through a lot of battles to where you just don't level up links, right? And that just is what it is. Maybe, which this will require further testing from my part, I guess, but maybe you could combine the events to where you do maybe the quest stage to get, you know, a bunch of the links leveled up faster in the earlier stages, and then once you get to those earlier points where they're like level 8 and 9, and you're not really able to level them up as much, you could do maybe the Omega Shenron event, and that will allow you to level up links faster. But that's literally going to be it. I just wanted to make a quick, well, not quick, this one's still fairly long, but quicker than my first 2 videos, video talking about link levels as a whole and just the most efficient way to farm up link levels, because this is literally the pinnacle of the game at this point. If you have decent units, sure, they're going to be decent, right? Any new units or just any really solid Dokkan Fest, but at the end of the day, they're not going to be doing as much as they possibly can if you don't have them at full level 10 links. It's just the state of the game, Everybody's got to deal with it, no matter whether you're a whale or nothing. And the ways that I showed to efficiently do this, they don't require you to spend any money or have keys, like a bunch of keys to unlock all these crazy events or nothing like that, right? Extremely free to play, extremely easy to do. It's just a little time consuming. But then again, we already knew that. And that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said earlier, drop a like if you did enjoy. It lets me know that I'm doing something right. Feel free to subscribe if you feel so inclined. And I'll catch you on the next video. Take care. Peace.